How's it going? Max Dinsmore, very nice
Grant
to meet
Smith,
you.
very nice to meet you. So Max, how are you today?
I'm absolutely wonderful. I mean, the sun's out, the birds are chirping.
Can't complain.
Couldn't be more happy, and I'm here with you, so I'm
Perfect.
excited to get ready.
Well, quick, to kick it off really fast, some months of the year have 30 days, while other have 31. Now, how many months have 28?
I see you're trying to get me to ponder on this one, but I think all months, as long as it's not a leap year, have 28 days, including February. So nice try stumping me, but I'm going to have to say all 12 months of the year.
Very well answered. Moving into a bit more of the interview now, how would a friend describe you, Max?
I would say a friend would describe me as somebody who's very personable, somebody who's easy to connect to. I'm maybe not the most extroverted person, but I really just try to make myself a positive presence and just try to leave a good impact on anybody I meet. I really focus on my sense of humor. That's something I'm really proud of. So I'd hope somebody would say something like, Max is a really funny guy. That's what I'd love to hear. So funny, connectable, personable, and also say really thoughtful. I really try to put a lot of thought and care into any work I do and to any of the relationships I build.
I love that. Well, what are some characteristics that you like in a team?
I would say in a team, I really need great communication. I'd say I look for that in myself and the rest of the team. It's absolutely crucial to be able to share your own thoughts and ideas and also hear any concerns. It's always valuable to hear new opinions. And also, I'd say I need people that are thoughtful and really cognizant of their work. They really want to make an impact. They really put care towards their work because that's what makes the difference between just a job and something you really care about and something you can make a big impact in.
Amazing. Now, tell me about a time that you failed and what did you do about it?
So I'm just gonna drop on like that classic, high school academic failure. It might be a little cheesy, but I think it's really accurate here. In my senior year, that senioritis was kind of creeping up on me, and especially in my statistics class, I really just started to fall behind. I was spending more time, out socializing and with my friends more than I was just, doing my academic work. And in statistics specifically, never been great at math, and so I really started to fall behind. Got one of the worst grades I ever had on a test, and that was really my wake-up call that I need to make some changes. So you best believe after that, I was, in my room studying every night. I was contacting the teachers, seeing what I could do for extra credit, and I was looking back at those old tests to make sure that I really got those concepts dialed in. And so I made those repairs, you could say, and it really showed out in the end. I ended the year with a good grade.
Amazing to hear. Now, what did you love about your last job, Max, and what did you not like so much?
I'd say I really loved the team in my last job. It was just a really great communicating team, as I mentioned. That's something really crucial in any groups or teams that I exist in. And also, the customers were great, so I'd say the environment as a whole was something really nice and cozy and easy to show up to and approach every single day. And something I wasn't a big fan of at the job maybe was the inconsistency. I was working in a restaurant, and so there's some busy days, some slow days, and so some days you might be working more on side work than talking with customers. But on the flip side, that is something good. It makes sure that every day you're being raised to a new challenge, and you don't have the same day every day. So there's kind of a beneficial aspect to that.
Amazing. What are your strengths?
I'd say one of my strengths is really delegating. Like if I'm the leader of the group, I'm really not afraid to assign tasks to people or to take away responsibilities from myself because I don't want to get overzealous, get over my head, and I really trust. Hopefully, I have a team that I can trust enough to delegate those actions towards. So I'd say in that community aspect, and also something I'm really strong at, I would say, is problem solving and just putting a lot of thought into what I'm working on. I always just want to see a solution for something. Whenever I see something, I really think, how can I make this better? What can I improve on? And so I'd say just that natural instinct in myself is really a good aspect.
Those are great qualities. Now, on the flip, what are some of your weaknesses?
I'd say it's hard, but weakness of mine would really be probably how involved I get into some of my work. Sometimes I lay up at night, thinking about what I could do, what I could have changed, what I could change next time I go into that. And so that becomes, sometimes you do have to allow yourself that rest in between if you want to give it that 110% ideally. and all your work, you do need that rest time, and you can't be just trying to kill it 24/7. So I'd say I really do need to reserve more time for myself. That's one of my major weaknesses. Also, a little bit of procrastination. I feel like I just get caught up in the thoughts of what that final product is going to be, where I really want to end up, and don't really take the actions towards building up to that final point. So those are definitely two of my weaknesses that I hope to work on in the future.
Perfect. And getting towards the end here, give me an example of a time when you identified and fixed a problem before it became urgent.
Yeah. So back to the restaurant. There was one time, a lot of the times customers send back food that they're not satisfied with, and you kind of have to judge: is that the customer's taste, or is that a mess up in the kitchen? And so this time, customers returned a dish that people usually really like, and was saying it was really, really salty. And normally, as one of the servers, I could have just thrown it away, gotten them a new item, and not said anything because I don't want to upset the cook. But I did touch base in the kitchen and let them know that it was salty. Turns out that the cheese supply they had was actually much more salty Parmesan than we were used to, and all the dishes that use Parmesan were going to come out extremely salty and not how our usual product is. So the fact that I went to the cook, let that be known, I wasn't afraid to communicate with my team, saved, all those dishes going out super salty, and it was only one dish that we were able to clear that all up. It was all said and done there.
Amazing. Now, last question. Tell me about a time when you persuaded someone to do something.
I'd say, basically, especially in a sales job, upselling is always something that's interesting. Even, if you're not getting a commission for that upsell, sometimes it's fun just to challenge yourself, and, just to see what you can do. And so at my job, we always had, wine stationed, as people were exiting, and we'd always have some deals going on, maybe 30% off. We'd have maybe a special wine with a cool bottle. So there are definitely different aspects of that I could market. Sometimes I tell people, once you finish the wine, you'll sell in a beautiful bottle that you could maybe turn into a vase, or the 30% off, bulk deals, things like that were really easy to market, and honestly, people were walking out full of their meal, but a bottle of wine is something you can take home and enjoy at a later time. And so there's just so many aspects that I can market, and really often I did get that upsell as they're walking out with, just one or, maybe even six bottles, a whole case of wine. So that was something.
Amazing.
I actually have a couple questions for you before I go. What are some of the core values of your company that you guys really try to focus on, both in your employment and with customers?
Really good question. So some of the core values of our company is to really deliver a product that both helps the consumer in tandem with providing many jobs that are secure for people within our company. So we work to provide just a lot of full circle, just great support through our company.
Wonderful. And I was also wondering, what year was your company founded?
Founded right around 2006, April 6th.
So fairly new. Okay, interesting. I do like that new aspect.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah, we're trying to stay in touch with the shifting times.
Really cool. All right. And if I were working here, would it be more like a cubicle personal space, or more of a team-based office where I'm able to communicate with all my peers?
Yeah, so really glad you brought that up. We're big on communication. We're big on an open layout. You won't really find more than 4 walls in our building.
Okay.
We're big on just an open space, and that fuels connection. It fuels natural growth with each other and with the company.
Wonderful. Well, it's been an absolutely great opportunity. Thank you so much for your
Absolutely.
time.
Thank
And
you so much for coming.
expect a letter in the mail. I want to follow up with you, and this has been a great opportunity.
Perfect. Thank you so much,
Thank
man.
you
It's
very
great
much,
meeting
and I
you.
hope to talk to you soon.
Absolutely.